name's Liz, I'm the baker that sews. Welcome to my channel if you're new and welcome back if you are a subscriber. As always, it's really lovely to have you here as I share my sewing journey. So welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be one of my Sunday sewing catch-ups and I haven't done one of these for a while. Life has just been busy, it's been the summer holidays, I've been away, we were really fortunate to be able to get away for a week. And I am also moving classrooms. I don't think I've spoken about this on my channel, but I'm moving out of the early years and moving to year 2. So it's meant that I've had to move classrooms. This is the second year that I've had to move classrooms. Last year I moved from reception to nursery, and this time it's a bit more of a jump from nursery to year 2. So I'm going to be teaching 6 and 7 year olds, which I'm really excited about, but I've had to spend a lot of time in work, getting my classroom ready, organising things, sorting spaces, doing display boards, all that kind of thing. It's quite a big kind of it's quite a big job, should I say, when you move classrooms, and I've just been busy getting that ready as well. So I haven't actually done a huge amount of sewing, although I have been sewing a little bit. I was sewing for my holiday, so I've got a few things that I want to share with you today. So before I share all of the things that I wanted to include in this video, I'll let you know what I'm wearing. And this is one of the things that I have recently been sewing up. And it is the new pattern by Nina Lee, which is the Holland Park top and dress pattern. And I've sewn up the dress version. I've got pictures, so I can put pictures in now to show you. But I've gone for the wide strap, which has got elastic in, which creates this beautiful ruffle. And the elastic goes all the way across the top of the bust and then under the bust. And then you've got another channel. So you've got a channel directly under the bust, then across the middle, and then just getting towards the waist as well. And then that's where my natural waist is. So it creates this really lovely silhouette. It's quite fitted at the top, but then you've got this really lovely floaty skirt. And this is a midi length skirt, so it stops about here. And this beautiful seersucker fabric I've had in my stash for a couple of years. I got it from Lamazi Fabrics a few years ago. So that is what I'm wearing. Really lovely and comfortable to wear this dress. And I've definitely got plans to sew up a few more versions of a Holland Park dress, and maybe the top as well, actually, because the top is super cute. So on to what I have been busy sewing. So I've mainly been sewing holiday clothes. I've been sewing more of the trouser pattern I can't get enough of, the McCall's trousers. So I've got a pair of those to share with you today. But yeah, I've been sewing mainly for my holiday. Now I have filmed a makes video for August where I'm sharing most of the things that I've been sewing for my holiday. So I'm not going to go into great detail about all of them because that video is coming up. But I'm going to share a couple of things. I've already shared the Holland Park dress. I've also sewn up 3 Friday Pattern Company Saltwater slip dresses. One for Ruby, one for Lola, and then one for myself, although I didn't end up wearing it, and I'm going to tell you why I didn't end up wearing it. And then I've also sewn up, it's a relatively new pattern by Chalk and Notch, which is the Evie top and skirt. You can also sew it as a dress, I think, but you can also sew it as a top or a skirt. I think I'm saying it correctly, IVIE, Evie top and skirt, and that was for sewn up for Lola. So let me grab the clothes because I forgot to grab them, and then I can show you what I've been busy sewing. Okay, I am going to start with the Evie dress and top because I've got the pattern here. Let me see if I can show you. So I'd sewn this up for Lola. So this is the front of the pattern. So I've sewn up the top, but I haven't done the sleeved top. I've done the there's like a little strappy top, and then the skirt is just a really simple 2-tier elasticated waist skirt. So these are the line drawings to give you a bit more information. So there's a dress with 3 sleeve options. So you've got this really cute like little ruffle, then you've got cute little cap sleeve, and then long sleeve. And then the dress has got the 2 tiers, and you've got a tie at the front as well. And then you've got the 2-piece set with the tank or top and skirt. So you've got this gorgeous little tank top with a little ruffle, the cap sleeve top, and then the long sleeve top, and then the skirt's the same. And then you've got drawstring for the skirt, and then there's an option to have the tie for the top as well. So it's a woven dress or 2-piece set in a maxi length. The 3 sleeve options are a tank ruffle, a cap sleeve, and a 3/4 length sleeve. The neckline sleeve cuff and waistline are adjustable with drawstrings, and the waistline is designed to sit high at the natural waist. The top is a cropped length, and the skirt includes inseam pockets, a large hem ruffle, and a drawstring elasticated waist. It's aimed at advanced beginners, and it comes in sizes 0 to 30. In terms of fabric recommendations, let me see if I can find, yes. So in terms of fabric recommendations for the pattern, the style is designed for light to medium weight woven fabrics. And it says choosing a stable fabric will make sewing the bias casings easier. So recommended fabrics: rayon challis, rayon twill, rayon voile, cotton block prints, cotton lawn, cotton voile, linen and chambray. So the fabric that I used was a it's almost like a broderie anglais fabric that was from the Crafty Pie. And I bought this, I think, last summer. I've got a picture of Lola wearing this. She absolutely loved wearing it. So it's a really dainty, pretty little print. It's on a white background. And then you can see that broderie anglais kind of print sewn onto it. And then this is the skirt. So it's got an elasticated waistband. And then you've got the drawstring that kind of brings it in. And it has got pockets. And then it's a 2-tier. It's the perfect length on Lola, actually. She really likes the length on her. So that's the skirt. And then this is the top. So I did try this on me, but I actually didn't like the length of it. I felt like it showed off too much of my tummy. But you create this ruffle detail and this gathering on the top by pulling on the ties. So the ties are actually really important. And then you fasten them at the front, and you've kind of got a little keyhole opening at the front there. And then from memory, you finish it with bias binding. There's the armholes you finish with bias binding, and then the bottom you have got elastic in. So it's up to you how much elastic you use as to how tight you want it to feel. But it's a really cute little top. And like I said, Lola really enjoyed wearing it on holiday. And that top will go with her shorts and things as well. It's super cute. So that's the first thing that I've been busy sewing. And then I've got the saltwater slip dresses. So I've got a picture of Ruby and Lola wearing their saltwater slip dresses. So let me grab them. Everything is crumpled because it's all been washed since we got back. So the first one is this dark green. And this is a cotton lawn fabric that I got from Sister Mintaka ages ago. Somebody got in touch and said they think it's a Lady McElroy fabric, and they could be right. I can't remember because I've had this in my stash for ages. And this was Ruby's version. And then it's just got the ties on the back, and then the saltwater slip has got the slits up the side as well. I'll link any patterns and fabrics that I talk about down below. And then this one was for Lola, and this is in like a, I don't even know what type of fabric it was, but it's almost like a satin type fabric. And she really enjoyed wearing this one. It's funny that they're both green fabrics. They both chose their fabrics. And this has got like large leaf print design all over it. So again, it's got the adjustable straps. It's got the ties on as well that you can fasten at the back. And then hers has got the slit up the side as well. A slit up both the sides. And they both really loved wearing their dresses out to dinner. And then the other dress I sewed up for me in this fabric. I can't remember what type of fabric this was, from Rainbow Fabrics. And the reason I didn't wear it is because the fabric crinkles. Just all you have to do is scrunch it in your hand and you've got creases in the fabric. And obviously I had this folded up. I ironed it before we went, and then I had it folded up in my suitcase. But the hotel that we were staying in didn't have an iron, and I didn't really want to wear it out to dinner where it was all super crumpled. So I didn't actually end up wearing mine. And actually, I've washed it since we got back because it was in a suitcase with some damp towels. And the fabric has already started to fray. It was really fiddly fabric to sew with. It was really fiddly for this dress because of the way that you create the straps. You create it using that fabric almost like in a bias binding method. So it has started to fray in places. So I need to see if I can either fix it, or, I mean, the fabric wasn't super expensive, and I don't think it was the best quality. When I was cutting it and sewing with it, it was fraying absolutely loads. So I might just save it for like wearing, I don't know, with maybe a jacket over the top of it or something. I'm the only one that would know if it was fraying. You know, if anyone else spotted that it was fraying, they clearly stood too close to me, but you can also see that it's starting to fray there too. I did use a Microtex needle for sewing this up, so I didn't get any pulling when I was stitching the fabric. But yeah, it just crinkles and creases really quickly, so I didn't wear it on holiday. I'm going to give it a press, see if I can mend or fix some of the fraying so that I feel comfortable wearing it. Otherwise it might go in the recycling. Unfortunately, I might not actually get round to wearing it. But when I tried it on, I really liked the fit and I really liked the style of the dress. So I definitely like to sew up another version of the Saltwater slip dress for me. And it's really nice to see that Ruby and Ola both love wearing their dresses too. So the next thing that I've sewn up, I always like to sew up a Deer and Doe Myas dress before we go away. I didn't actually end up wearing this on holiday because it was far too hot. It was like 38 degrees most days going into the evenings. But I do love this version of the Myas dress. This fabric was from Fleur Ears. It was one of their quilting cottons. How fun is that fabric? To me, it just screams holiday. I absolutely love all of the oranges and all the different fruits all over it, like grapefruits and lemons as well, on that gorgeous, vibrant green background. So I've sewn it up as usual. It's got the mandarin collar as per instructions for the Myas. What I do like to do with the bodice is I extend it ever so slightly. So I added an extra 1.5 inches onto the front bodice and the back bodice. So it just makes it slightly longer in the body for me as well. And I adjust the darts for that so the darts sit where they should. I've got the gathered skirt on with the tier. And then the buttons that I went for just these plain pink buttons to draw on the pink grapefruit fabric. And then with the sleeves, I didn't go for the normal straight cut sleeve because I didn't want a straight cut sleeve. Instead, I've gone for like a puff, almost like a puffball shape sleeve, and it's just finished with elastic. So I just drafted a wider puffball sleeve to insert, and they're slightly shorter as well. It's a really, really fun sleeve for that pattern. I'm looking forward to getting to wear this dress. I'll definitely wear it in the UK. I'm not sure when. I might just wear it to go to the supermarket. I think it's such a fun dress. It definitely needs to have its moment to shine. Or I might wear it if I go out for lunch or go for dinner as well. But yeah, really love that fabric and really love that dress. And then the other thing that I've been busy sewing up is another pair of the McCall's M7131 wide trousers that have got the pleats on the front. So I've sewn up this version, the full length version. Those are the line drawings on the back. So they've got a flat fronted waistband, but they've got lots of pleats at the front and then elastic in the back. And there's different length options. So you can sew up a full length pair, you can sew up a cropped, you can sew a pair that finish at the knee, and you can sew a pair that finish just above the knee as well. So some really cute little shorts. I have sewn up the full length version, and I've used this gorgeous cotton fabric that came in the So Hayley Jane box for July. It's such a fun fabric, and as soon as this fabric arrived, I could just instantly see it as a really fun pair of wide-legged trousers. It's a tropical themed fabric on a navy background, and it's got all of these parrots and toucans, or well, not parrots, actually they're toucans. I don't know why I said parrots. It's got all of these birds all over it basically. So if I hold them up, I have got pictures of me wearing these trousers, but you've got the flat fronted waistband, you've got elastic in the back, and then you've got the gorgeous pleats at the front as well. And then what I love about these trousers is you also have pockets, and when you wear them it really looks like you're wearing a skirt, but I really love that I've got that comfort of knowing that I'm not going to flash myself, especially if I wear them to work. And they're so comfortable because you've got that elastic in the back, but you've got that flat fronted waistband at the front. They are so comfortable to wear. I have sewn up 3 or 4 pairs of these trousers now, and I definitely have plans to sew up more pairs as well. I just love the construction of them, and I also love the fit, and I love how comfortable they are too. So I cannot recommend this pattern highly enough, the M7131 pattern. So that's everything that I've been busy sewing up. Like I said, there's been a few other pieces that I've been sewing up for my holiday, but I'm sharing those in more detail in a August makes video, and that'll be coming out hopefully next week once I get it edited. But that's everything that I've been sewing up so far. So the next thing I want to share with you was some fabric that I've got. So I've got 3 pieces of fabric. The first one is a really fun fabric. I've no clue what I'm going to turn it into, but this was a D-stash fabric. It's absolutely gorgeous, like tulle fabric, but it's got these sequin strawberries all over it. Obviously it's very sheer. I have no clue what I'm going to turn it into. There was 5 meters of it, so I thought I might be able to have fun and layer this fabric and turn it into either a dress that I overlay over something with like top and shorts or top and tights underneath, or I layer this fabric and turn it into a really cute sort of gathered skirt. I don't have a clue what I'm going to turn it into, but I just thought it was such a fun fabric, and it was really cheap as well, on somebody's D-stash. I just thought it was such a fun, different, unusual fabric. So yeah, I don't have a clue what I'm going to turn it into, but I know at the right time, the right inspiration will strike, and I will turn this into something really gorgeous. Lola's already got her eye on it, so I could turn it into a cute little top for her as well. I've definitely got enough fabric to turn it into a few things if I don't decide to layer it and make a really beautiful skirt. The next fabric is the latest fabric from So Haley Jane. So this came in the August box. I think it's absolutely stunning. It's a cotton fabric. It's got this gorgeous pastel gingham print all over it with these beautiful, cute little strawberries all over. I think it's such a fun fabric. I've got 2.5 meters of it. It's a cotton fabric, and I'm going to turn it into a dress. I'm just not sure which pattern to use. I've got 2 ideas in my head. The first one is the Fabric Godmother fleur dress, which I absolutely love, and I've sewn that up a few times. And then the other pattern that I was thinking of was the Nina Lee, the name completely escaped me, the Nina Lee Holland Park dress, but I would sew up the version with the cute little almost like puff sleeves. They stop about here. So those are 2 options. If you've got any ideas of what I could turn it into, which one would you go for? The fleur dress, I'll put an image in now of what it looks like, or would you go for the Holland Park dress with the cute little sleeves? Please let me know in the comments below. I absolutely love this month's fabric. And actually the fabric that came in the luxury box was the Crafty Pie large gingham viscose fabric, and Haley's got some in the outlet shop, so I have ordered some. I've ordered 3 meters, so that's going to arrive hopefully soon, and I can turn that into something really fun too. But this one I just thought was absolutely beautiful. Really love it. And then sticking with the fruity theme, because I've just realised all of these fabrics that I'm sharing with you have got fruit on. This beautiful fabric is from Semi Sunshine. It's an absolutely gorgeous lemon print double gauze fabric. Again, I don't know what I'm going to turn it into. I feel like it needs to be a dress. I got 3 meters of this fabric. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a white background, which is unusual for me because I'm quite messy and I do have a tendency to spill my food and drinks, but I couldn't resist this beautiful lemon print. Again, I was thinking a dress, maybe the chalk and notch Marcel dress, because I've sewn that up in double gauze before and that's really lovely. It could be the Fabric Godmother fleur dress because I've sewn that up in a double gauze. I've got quite a few new patterns, so I've got the Sew Over It Natalia dress, and this would work really nicely as the Natalia dress. I don't think I've got enough for the Nina Lee Mariposa dress because that takes quite a lot of fabric. But this could be another contender for the Holland Park dress maybe. If anyone's got any suggestions for this beautiful fabric, it's a double gauze on a white background with beautiful lemons all over it. Yeah, I'm undecided on what to turn it into. I don't know if Semi Sunshine have got any of this left, but if they have, I'll link it down below for you. Otherwise, I'll link their shop because they've always got beautiful fabrics on their shop. So that was all of the fabric I wanted to share with you. I have got 2 patterns to share with you. So the first one is the pattern that came with the Dream Wardrobe box, the Fabric Godmother Dream Wardrobe box last month. And it is a pattern that I haven't seen before. I think it's been out for a while, but it is the Lily dress and skirt pattern by Paper Cut Patterns. It's a pattern I wouldn't have chosen. It's a very straight cut dress, but actually it's a bias cut dress. So it's the Lily dress skirt, which features a timeless silhouette with a classic darted bodice and hip skimming bias cut skirt. And you can sew the skirt up as a short skirt, or you can sew it up as a long skirt. And then there's 2 different options for the dress. I really want to have a go at sewing the dress, the long version. I don't generally like a mini length dress because they generally stop above my knee, and I don't like wearing dresses that stop above my knee. But in terms of fabric recommendations, they recommend mid-weight woven fabrics with drape, like cotton, linen, silk, rayon and blends. So I've got a linen fabric, which has been in my stash for a while. So I might actually use the linen fabric to have a go at sewing up the dress. It doesn't have a zip in it. It says choose from a cute mini length or glamorous long length and mix it up with either a long or short gathered sleeve. The feature back keyhole detail and bias bound edges give it an elegant touch. It can also be made as a separate bias cut skirt with waistband. Both dress and skirt have got a side seam invisible zipper. So yeah, that you've got a zipper up the side. In terms of skill level, they recommend an intermediate sewist. And then in terms of sizes, I don't have the sizes on here. Oh, this paper pattern, it says sizes 1 to 8, which is a UK 6 to 20. I don't know if they've got it in extended sizes, if they've got it in a PDF. If they have, I'll put some information up on the screen now. But yeah, I thought it was a really interesting pattern because it's not a pattern that I would have bought. But I really like the look of it. It's got a slight puff detail to the sleeve. And I don't know if I've sewn anything cut on the bias before. So yeah, it'd be interesting to give that pattern a try. Please let me know if you've tried that pattern already and how you got on with it. I've sewn a few paper cut patterns before and I do really like their instructions. I find them quite straightforward to follow. So it'd be interesting to see how I get on with that pattern. I'm not going to use the fabric that came with the pattern. I'm going to use that fabric to sew up the second pattern that I wanted to talk about, which is a pattern by Tammy Handmade, which is the Jessica slip dress. So this pattern was recently on sale. Very often Tammy will send emails with a certain pattern that's on sale. I think it was £5, the Jessica slip dress. And I really love the look of it. I've got a couple of slip dresses. I've got the Friday Pattern Company Saltwater slip. I've got the Calvin wrap dress, and I've just sewn both of those patterns recently. But I really love the look of the Jessica dress because it's got a cowl neck, and I thought that was really lovely kind of shape to a slip dress. So it's described as a slip dress with a cowl neckline and thin straps. It's a slip-on style, so no tricky fasteners. It is a mini length skirt, but I'm going to extend it because I've already said I don't like sewing things that finish above my knee. So I'm going to extend the length of the skirt so it stops below my knee. And then it's also got tie straps at the back. So it'll be interesting to compare the Jessica slip dress with the Saltwater slip dress and compare the construction as well. So I have sent it off to get copy shop printed. It comes in 2 different size bandings, size UK 6 to 16 or a 14 to 24. And in terms of fabric recommendations, they recommend satin, rayon, viscose, crepe or chiffon. So yeah, I've got an Ecovera satin fabric that came in the Dream Wardrobe box that I'm going to use for the Jessica slip dress. So once I've sewn it up, I'll let you know how I get on with it. But I really love the look of that pattern. It looks really beautiful, and I really love the cowl neckline on that pattern as well. So I will let you know how I get on with it. So the next thing I wanted to share with you was a YouTube channel, and it's the lovely Jessica, and her channel is called Thready Stitch Sew. I've subscribed to her channel and I'm working my way through her videos. She's got a whole host of videos on her channel, from unboxings to sewing plans. She's got a couple of pattern reviews from memory as well. Really easy videos to watch. I really love watching unboxing videos as well, especially when it's things that I don't subscribe to. So go and give her a little follow. I'll link her channel down below, and hopefully, like me, you can work your way through her videos and give her a little thumbs up for all of her different videos on her channel. So her channel is called Thready Stitch Sew, and it's Jessica. And then before I finish with my sewing plans, I thought I'd let you know about a sewing challenge. That's really tricky to say. And the sewing challenge is coming up at the end of July. It's only running for a short amount of time. I think it's about 2 weeks. And the hashtag for it is Stitching Adventures. So it's hosted by In a Haystack and Fabric Lady Steph. And I really love the idea of this challenge. So the idea is that we post an image of you or someone you have sewn for wearing me-made, upcycled or a repaired item, and then we need to tell them about our adventure using the hashtag Stitching Adventures, and then make sure that you tag Fabric Lady, Steph and In a Haystack between the 31st of July and the 14th of September. So I really love the idea of this challenge because we're being encouraged to take photos of us in our Me Maids or other people in our Me Maids or things that have been upcycled or repaired, and give a little bit of context about the adventure that you're on wearing your clothes. So yeah, I really love the idea behind this challenge. I think it'll be a really fun challenge to get involved in. You don't have to sew anything new, it's just using what you've got in your wardrobe and having fun getting out and about on adventures whilst wearing your Me Maids. So the final thing I always like to finish these videos with are some of my sewing plans. So I have had this pattern cut out for months. I don't know why I haven't sewn it up. Maybe not months, maybe I'm being dramatic there. Maybe it's been a couple of weeks. I think I cut this out at the start of the summer holiday, so actually it's probably been 4 or 5 weeks. But it is a pattern by Silver Saga Patterns, and it's the Eleonora pattern. I've seen this pattern all over Instagram, absolutely love it. I don't know why I'm dragging my heels sewing it up. I'm trying to find the front page so I can show you what it looks like. So here are the line drawings of the dress. I will put in some better images because these aren't coming up very well. I don't know why I haven't got round to sewing this up. I'm using a fabric that I got from Rainbow Fabrics, this beautiful red and pink, almost like a leopard print fabric. So I've only got a couple of weeks left of the summer holidays, so I desperately want to get this sewn up. So I'm putting it out there as my sewing plan. In the next couple of weeks, I want to get that sewn up. Then I also want to have a go at sewing. I'm waiting for the Jessica slip dress pattern to arrive in the post, so I've sent it for copy shop printing. So I want to use this beautiful Ecovera satin fabric from Fabric Godmother. I want to use that to sew up the Jessica slip dress. And then I also would like to turn some cotton poplin fabric into a Tilly and the Buttons Mabel dress. I haven't got it cut out yet, but I'm going to grab the fabric. This is the fabric. It's on a green background and it's lots of different ladies picking flowers or gardening. Oh, I've got a crease in it. It's very creased actually. So I want to use this fabric to sew up the Tilly and the Buttons Mabel dress as well. So I need to get it cut out. I've already pre-washed that fabric. I just need to get it cut out. So that's one of my plans as well. So like I said, I've only got a few weeks left of the summer holidays, so I really want to make the most of it by sewing up a few more things, because I know once I go back to work, it's just going to be super busy, especially moving to a new year group. But I am hoping to keep up with my videos now. I know I keep on saying that and then I take a break, but things seem to be a little bit calmer, a little bit more settled, so I am hoping that I can get back into a more regular kind of vlogging schedule. So thank you to everybody that's been patient waiting for me to come back with a video. So I hope you've enjoyed hearing what I've been getting up to. If you've enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd really love it if you could hit that subscribe button. You get notified of when I bring out my next video. Thank you as always for watching. Take care, and I'll be back soon with another video. Bye.